In episode 10 of Lovely Runner, Imsol tries to tell Sun-jae how she traveled through time, like in the Back to the Future movie. But every time she talks about the future, time stops. Sun-jae wonders how his watch became a time machine, and Imsol thinks it's because he saved her once. It's confusing, but Sun-jae believes her. He asks what she wants to change, but Imsol denies saying anything while drunk. She apologizes for confusing him, but he's leaving for the US, so she won't have to worry about him anymore. Imsol is shocked, but Sun-jae leaves before she can say anything. The next day, Sun-jae asks his friends if they believe in time travel. They think it might be possible in the future, but think it's a weak excuse for rejecting someone. Imsol thinks Sun-jae leaving might be for the best. Unfortunately, Sun-jae leaving affects In-hyuk and the Eclipse band's plans. They got into a reality show, but Sun-jae has to audition too. In-hyuk tells Sun-jae about it, but changes his mind when he learns Imsol asked Jae-deok to send Sun-jae away. Sun-jae is hurt, and In-hyuk thinks he's leaving because of Imsol. The next day, Imsol meets with Taesung's dad to talk about her statement. They found evidence even though the house burned down. Imsol remembers more details, like the make of Youngsu's truck. At school, Imsol notices Im avoiding Hyunju. He feels guilty or embarrassed about their kiss. Meanwhile, a new girl flirts with Sun-jae, and Imsol pretends not to mind. After class, Imsol and Hyunju go for drinks. Sun-jae and a friend join them, along with the new girl. Imsol doesn't notice until later. As Hyunju talks to Imsol about her brother, she suddenly falls asleep. Imsol decides to pay for their drinks, but the lights dim for a surprise birthday celebration, causing her to spill all her coins. She hurriedly collects them from the floor, ending up under Sun-jae's table where she spots him with the new girl. They're alone since their friend stepped out. The new girl admits her feelings and leans in to kiss Sun-jae. From Imsol's view, it seems like Sun-jae kisses her back, but he doesn't. When their friends return, Imsol's phone rings. To avoid a scene, she puts a bin over her head and bolts out of the bar. Hyunju notices and cheers her on. Sun-jae's friend wonders why he'd kiss someone else when he knows Imsol likes him. Sun-jae denies kissing the new girl and questions if Imsol really likes him enough to be jealous. Later, Imsol and Im chat about their love troubles while drinking on the rooftop. Im admits he still has feelings for his ex and didn't mind kissing Hyunju. Imsol is envious and wonders why Sun-jae didn't stop the kiss. She thinks Sun-jae enjoyed it, like her brother. In a jealous outburst, she throws her legs around, and her slipper lands in Sun-jae's hand as he walks home. Seeing him, she sobers up and rushes downstairs, denying she saw him kissing the other girl. Sun-jae asks if she's jealous, and she denies it. This hurts Sun-jae, but he's still hopeful. He asks if she's ever liked him in any era during her time travels. She firmly says no, fearing she'll lose him if she confesses her love. Away from our couple, we catch up with Taesung visiting his dad at the police station. He overhears about Imsol's past kidnapping and gets worried. Meanwhile, In-hyuk chops off his hair to show he's serious and tries to persuade Sun-jae to audition. He imagines a dramatic conversation where they both cry, but Sun-jae agrees easily. Poor In-hyuk shaved his head for nothing. Now, how will he go to auditions? The next day, Taesung arrives at college with flowers and a gift bag. People think he's there to see his girlfriend. Imsol notices him and pulls him aside to chat. Sun-jae sees them and imagines an emotional reunion where they confess love. Sun-jae should write soap operas. Taesung asks Imsol to be careful and returns her uniform. She asks him to remind his dad in 2023 to protect Sun-jae instead of her. She tries to explain why Taesung and his dad need to protect Sun-jae in the future, but Taesung is confused. Still, he agrees because it's important to her. He walks her home, and before they part, Imsol gets a call from her mom about a problem at home. They rush to find Sun-jae and Boksoon holding a bucket to stop water from flooding the shop. The upstairs pipe burst, causing the flood. Boksoon is happy to see Taesung and welcomes him warmly. Imsol tries to help Sun-jae leave, but Boksoon insists he stays. The boys start helping but end up competing. Grandma cheers for Sun-jae, praising his muscles, while Boksoon praises Taesung's strength and looks. The ladies go upstairs to check the situation, and things escalate. Taesung gets under Sun-jae's skin by admitting he liked Imsol. The boys forget the buckets and start fighting, nearly getting electrocuted by a falling bulb. Luckily, Imsol sees the danger and turns off the electricity in time. By the time they fix the pipe, it's really late and Taesung can't go home. Boksoon suggests he stays over, but Imjeom and Imsol say no. Imjeom thinks something might happen between Imsol and Taesung, remembering what happened when Sun-jae stayed over last year. Sun-jae doesn't want Taesung staying at Imsol's place either, so he offers his place instead. At Sun-jae's place, Taesung feels comfortable and agrees to sleep on the sofa. He sees Sun-jae's airplane ticket and asks why he's leaving. Earlier that day, Jae-deok got news that there was a spot open in rehab because an athlete canceled. He got Sun-jae in, and he's leaving in a few days. Taesung asks why Sun-jae is bothered by him when Imsol clearly likes him. According to Taesung, Imsol asked him to protect Sun-jae in the future because she cares about him. This is news to Sun-jae, but Taesung won't say more. He tells Sun-jae to ask Imsol why she wants him protected, especially in 2023. A few days later, In-hyuk and the band go to the audition, but Sun-jae isn't there. He couldn't make it because he's leaving that night. Imsol hears this when she goes to Imjeom's faculty to pick something up. She goes to the airport and watches his plane leave. She's sad, but believes it's the only way to save him. Meanwhile, the band succeeds in the audition, thanking Sun-jae for his song. On her way home, Imsol sees a truck like Youngsu's and starts running. She runs into Sun-jae and cries, asking why he's there. When the truck passes, she realizes it's not Youngsu. Sun-jae hugs her and shows her the watch she buried in the time capsule. In a twist, he didn't get on the plane and went to get the time capsule. After reading Imsol's letter, he figured out he'd die in 2023. He tells Imsol he knows she's there to save him and doesn't mind dying in 2023 if it's for her. He asks her to stop running from him and admit her feelings. Imsol can't deny her feelings, and they kiss passionately. The episode ends with a scene from the future. Instead of announcing Sun-jae's death, reporters announce Eclipse's new album. But Sun-jae isn't in the band anymore. What happened?